Everyone, and welcome to today's Story of the Blues. Streaking out my new God's Number 9 mug, bought from the We Are Lads. It's by the podcast, part of their merchandise. And let's hope today Oldham can make it 5 wins in a row. We face Solihull Moors at home, a team we have become familiar with in this division. We've yet to beat them at Boundary Park, but we did beat them away last season. They were playoff finalists last year, the second time they've reached the playoffs and lost. And they haven't had a particularly great start to the season. It seems that the playoff hangovers continued with them. Solihull Moors wants 2 clubs, Solihull Borough and Moors Green. I'll go into their history later on. They're located in the West Midlands. At the moment, the West Midlands are having a bit of a boom. Aston Villa have just beaten Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Birmingham have had a great start to the season. And Walsall are also flying high in League 2. Unfortunately for Solihull, they haven't really picked up that little football boost from that region at the moment. So far this season, Solihull have won 4, lost 5 and drawn 3. Oldham striker Connor Wilkinson, who had a successful loan spell a few years ago back, he's often scored against us. They've got fast experienced John Bostock, who was once hailed a teenage prodigy, never quite fulfilled it, but at the National League level here in Notts County, seems to stabilise himself. Jordan Tunnicliffe and Alex Whitmore are both experienced players also. So again, I'm just going to go into a bit of detail about Solihull Moors. As I said earlier on, there were 2 clubs once before, Solihull Borough and Moor Green. Both clubs actually had a bit of history in the FA Cup. Solihull Borough were formed in 1953 and were called Lincoln Borough originally before playing in the Midland Combination in 1969. There were 22 seasons there before they got to the Southern League, and in 1989 sold Widney Lane ground, which they originally played at. They did ground share with Moor Green, and years later purchased Dameson Park in 1999. Moor Green were formed in 1901, were part of the grounds on Moor Green Lane in Moseley. In 2003 and 4, Moor Green got into the National League North, but the club were left homeless after an attack on a clubhouse, and then they became tenants at Solihull Borough at Dameson Park. And it says about with both clubs struggling, they decided the way forward was for both clubs to merge, and that happened in 2007. And the clubs remained in the Conference North. 2018-19 was their best ever finish, where they came second with a grand total of 86 points, but they were knocked out of the playoffs by AFC Fylde. It was a second-minute goal from Danny Philliskirk, ex-Oldhamer, that proved the difference. They also had a good one in the FA Cup, where they reached the second round and held Blackpool to a 0-0 draw in front of the TV cameras at home, but lost the replay away at Bloomfield Road. In the following FA Cup campaign, they were knocked out by Rotherham United. Despite leading 3-0 in the 76th minute, they conceded 4 late goals. They did lose the National League playoff in 2001 and 22, losing to Grimsby, and again last season losing to Bromley on penalties at Wembley. They also lost the FA Trophy final last year to Gateshead, weeks after losing to Bromley in the National League playoff final. The honours listed as National League North champions 2015-16, FA Trophy runners-up 2023-24, and Birmingham Senior Cup winners 2015-16. The club is very ambitious, and it does say on the website they hope to achieve and make it into the Football League one day. National Cup in midweek, we beat Stoke 2-1. Yes, we won. Good that Sutton got run out. Nice to see Reid scored. Shah's sending off didn't help, but he's only suspended for that competition. But Hobson getting injured wasn't a good idea. It's a big loss. I know we've got Raglan Moffat, but it's a good play alongside him coming. End of the day, it's your choice if you're happy. I took a lot of stick for it. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad we've won, but at the same time, if we lost, I wouldn't have been disappointed or upset either. I'd like to see, I said if the competition was running a better format, I'd be more for it. But to each everyone that went, I'm glad you won, glad you saw some football. And if you didn't, I'm not going to tell you not to go, but I'm more so not going to roll the red carpet out for it as a list of priority. Say the football stat part 2 and for the Frogs Day. The last time Oldham lost 8 games was in 2014. The last time Oldham won 5 games in a row was under John Sheridan in 2006. Oldham are the only team to score in every single National League game this season. So I'm saying the football stat. And we're at Boundary Park. It's quite warm today, actually, quite mild. I've got younger Max with me as well. Hi, Max.
Hi.
We're at home and we're hoping to make it 5 wins in a row. We're playing decent at the moment. These were a funny team. They haven't really had a good start to the season. They've not kicked on from the playoffs, but it seems that their away form's better than our home form. But we just need to really go at it today. We've got another striker in on loan, so we've got plenty of firepower. It's just been that more clinical in attack. I've just got this feeling this is the game today where we're going to drop points, but please prove me wrong because predictions are normally absolutely shite. Come on, Oldham, let's get ourselves another win and make it 5 wins in a row for the first time since 2006. Prediction for today?
I think it's a medium match, 2-0 Moors.
2-0?
Yeah, Moors.
Right, brilliant.
Today,
yeah.
My prediction is 2-1 to Oldham Athletic.
Andy, a prediction?
I'm going 2-0 Oldham.
I'm going 2-0 Latics as well.
Brilliant.
2-0.
Right, 1-0 Latics.
Thanks. Solihull Moors, Oldham. Come on, Oldham. Too big. Oh, AFC. Started too, a bit slow getting into this at the moment with a ball away. Some silly errors. Hopefully it's just a rawness and we'll soon get really back under our control. Just a towel off him. Happened to a point in the Premier League days as well. Oh, good. Defender.
Boys, get it away!
Oh, clear it.
Get it away! Look that shit!
Oh, we're better than this. Yeah. Well, let's take the lead at the end of the half. Go on, Oldham. I know, they've made it frustrating for us. Not been great, but we've not really been bad either. It's a team that just don't want to lose. They're not. They've had moments, but they're not looking like a team. Oh, they look like a team that's going to win. half. The first half, they're playing well, they're just frustrated. Score goal big now, outside 0-0. They started the second half really well. Just keep coming at them, that's all we can do. Nil down. But I was on the once when I played and they're just going to sit back now and they want us 1-0 lead. So 2 chances for us at this half. That's it now, 3 subs coming on, so he's not sitting back in that second, he wants to win this game. Dan has gone off. Reese has gone off.
Yeah, calm.
Jason's on now. Swing it in.
Get it out on his fucking head now. Anyone's head.
Oh, now, and Charles, that was not a bad sub, that's fair. This is an extra attacking option with all the goals in Charles. Just so it's nice, please, it's not a red, surely. Booked in. This ref thinks he's still reffing at like the highest level. It's not, it's National League. It's just obviously stopping the game for the fun of it. Or not. With it. Yes.
One more.
Head. Oh. Oh my God. There was a challenge. There was... It's time wasting now. Oh. One back in. Shoot. Oh. 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 7 minutes, so just to get something from this. Come on, man. Just throw everything at it.
The time was...
Hey. Well, chase it. Oh no. Just goes outside one in injury time, game over now. Last roll of the dice now. So can we get that equaliser now? Come on. Really? Come on. 1 minute. Get it forward. One. Go on, Muffy. On. On the ball. Come on. Right, forward, everyone. Too little, too late, I think. Oh, Manny. Right, run for him. Oh, Oldham. I think he was banking on all goal coming in then, weren't he? Come on. Back in. Oh. Time. 3-2. Here's my take on today's disappointing loss at home to Solihull Moors, which saw our 8-match unbeaten run come to an end. Overall, we weren't good enough. We had plenty of chances today. We didn't take them. Solihull did, and we got punished for it. And of the 3 chances, they scored all 3. And yeah, we lost both game in both boxes. To equalise and then concede after a short time was disappointing. It reminded me a bit of the Ebbsfleet game last year. But it's one of those. It is a setback. Yes, there was a few over-top reactions over the weekend, and that was myself included. We did have plenty of chances, and we were criminal for not scoring them. And another day, we'd have put the game to bed early. First half was a bit flat, and credit to Solihull. After they scored as the game went on, they improved to a strong physical team, one where we could have done with Hobson being in. They came and played the game to their pace. They slowed it down, did a lot of shit-outs, a bit like we did against Forest Green. And to be fair, as the game went on, they grew in confidence, used both wings. The third goal does look offside now. And before the game, a mate of mine, instead of Rochdale fans, said they were the best team this year. I wouldn't go that far. First half, they looked as ugly and as bad as we did. Second half, they looked organised, looked better. And Solihull Moors seemed to want it more. And people forget the word playoff finalists last year. I did say before the game, I felt this could have been a game where we may have dropped points today. I thought Lundstrom is improving game by game. Now he's looking like that player we were first told about when we signed by Oldham. But Mellon got his tactics wrong today. Khan and Conlin were both poor. And both of them just didn't seem non-existent. At this point with Conlin last week, I thought he played really well, but I think he got his wrongs with his subs. I'd have had Charlesley on before Garner for a start. I like the look of the new lad, Dunman. He looks rapid, gives us something different. Looks like he's got a bit of pace in him. He looks fast. I'd be tempted to start with him against Halifax on Saturday. We did give away too many free kicks, I thought, neither sons, which we didn't need to. And their keeper Walker, if you remember, he had a bad game for Barnet against us last year, but to be fair, he played well today. He made at least 4 saves, and he seemed like he was on a ball to really have his best game of the season against us. I didn't really notice until after the game that it was him in net, and I was saying like the chances we had they gone in, it would have been a totally different game. And it was far, it wasn't a classic, and you could argue we gifted him a couple of goals. The defence were not on top of the game today. Mane made the odd mistake, although he still kept going forward, running with the ball. He was refusing to give up, and at the end I could see he was getting annoyed in injury time. He wanted Ogle to take the throw in, but I could see Ogle's point of view. We're pushing, we're chasing the game. Someone take the throw in and just get it forward. And yeah, it weren't Ogle's great game. He was poor at times. He didn't help that 2 of the goals went past his side, but when Caprice come off and Jez come on, it seemed he was more exposed. Ragland didn't have a great game either today. Hudson probably could have better positioned himself for a couple of the goals. And to be fair, it's only our second loss of the season, so to go hard nails on the defence would be unfair. It's just one of those days, bad day at the office for him. Maybe confidence came over the top, or maybe Solihull just did a good scouting job on him and exploited the weaknesses. I think, though, it's one of these, people saying, oh, let's go back to 4 at the back. Well, when you've only lost 1, let's see what happens next. Don't forget the next game's a cup game, so league form can go out the window for that. I do expect some changes, he can experiment, but I still want us to win it. And yeah, you could argue we were wasteful in front of goal. Again, we were punished on the break at times today. And I do think we missed Dolan myself. I know apparently he's injured. We could see what he brings to the team. And people talk about Fondop. Let's not forget, after that Altrincham missed, he's responded well. For Fondop, for every good game he has going to have a game where it's going to be frustrating watching him. And yeah, we should have buried any chances. But don't forget, overall, he wasn't a bad player. He was holding balls up. He was working his socks off. Kitchen took his goal well. And to be fair, he's looking back to how well he played before Christmas last year up Kitchen. We knew Charles looked fresh when he came on. Garner, I still think, needs a few more games to get back to his fitness. He's not playing bad, but he's not being as effective. And now, with this lad Stretton as well and Drummond, I'm expecting maybe a few changes in attack. Norwood was injured. Some saying the physio didn't come up on Friday. Some saying he'd done a run. Regardless, was that a game where them chances Fondop had, Norwood would have buried him. But what this proves is, again, we need to be more clinical in attack. Today wasn't the fact we didn't create enough. We just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. The chances were there, the balls were played in. And it's just one of those things. I thought Caprice started brightly, but as the game went on, he dropped off. Maybe playing the Wednesday night as well had a knock-on effect on him also. But it wasn't the best game of football. It certainly wasn't the worst. I think more the reactions was frustrations on the back of 8 games unbeaten, especially the Forest Green game at home. It's annoyed that we're hoping to kick on. We're still in 6th place. We're still in a playoff spot. Yeah, we have lost a bit of ground on league leaders, Barnet. But for now, where we are, I'm happy. It's just a case of now how we respond back to this, how we bounce back and just putting this behind us and accepting we were going to lose a game sooner or later. I do hope next game, though, that we do bring Charlesley back in, because I think we have missed him recently. And when he come on Saturday, you could see what he offers and what he brings to the team as well. The referee, well, that Dreisel's always been an arsehole towards us. It's not the first time we've had him. I know we had him in Rochdale at home last year many times in the Football League. And he seems to thrive and love the attention. I think the linesman missed a fair bit as well. I'm not one for slating refs or something, but at the same time, you've got to pick them out when they've had a bad performance as well. And yeah, it does feel like a little step backwards, but sometimes you get a step backwards to kick on and go forwards. As I said another day, we could have had 5 goals, say, like the fact we missed 3-on-3 one-on-ones, and that's the thing. If we're looking to get promoted, these are the shots that Fondop or whoever's in that needs to be burying. So while we didn't win, results weren't in our best favourites. Let's have a look at the results from Saturday on the National League. Fylde won 5-2 against Aldershot with a screamer from Nick Horton from the halfway line. Barnet came from behind to beat Boston 3-1. Braintree had a big win against Oldham, who's had a bit of a revival recently. Forest Green won away at Eastleigh. Rochdale threw a 2-0 lead away to draw 2-2 away at Ebbsfleet. Halifax came from behind to beat Tamworth 3-2. Gateshead, who've recently lost to manager Rob Elliott, won 1-0 at home to Wealdstone. Hartlepool came from behind to beat Sutton 4-3. Maidenhead won away at Southend 2-0. Yeovil beat Dagenham 1-0. And Woking drew 1-1 with York. So the table stands: Barnet still top, the 3 points clear of second place Forest Green. York are third. Gateshead are fourth. Rochdale are fifth. We're still in sixth. Eastleigh down to seventh. Halifax are eighth. Sutton ninth. Yeovil 10th. Oldham 11th. 12th is Solihull Moors, equal points for Oldham. 13th we've got Dagenham. 14th Woking. 15th Hartlepool, who needed that win massively. Southend are down to 16th. Aldershot 17th. Maidenhead up to 18th. Tamworth 19th. Braintree are now 20th. Fylde 21st, occupying 4th bottom. Boston are 3rd bottom in 22nd. Wealdstone are 23rd and bottom of the table on 6 points remains Ebbsfleet. And there's no league games this week now as it's FA Cup action. 2006 under John Sheridan.